Someone who knows this stuff better than I do, Darryl Cohen. He served as an assistant district attorney in Fulton County and is now a criminal defense attorney. Thanks so much for coming on the program. Appreciate it. All right, so what do you expect is going to happen?
Oh, my gosh. We couldn't write a better reality show that's unscripted. I tend to agree with you. I think that Judge McAfee, by the way, who was really good, he is bright, he is measured, and whatever he writes, he thinks will be what's correct. Now, whatever he does is going to be wrong. If he keeps her, he's wrong. If he gets rid of her, he's wrong. I think that the odds are slightly in her favor to stay, but also if she does, she needs to disqualify herself, because if she stays, every move that Fani makes, turning left, turning right, standing still, will be wrong. It will be under a microscope. So she needs to absent herself from this case. Nathan Wade, if he is kept, needs to resign from this case and say, you know what? It's not for the best interest of the case. So I would say slightly more to keep her than not. Up till about 2 weeks ago, I thought there was no question that she would stay. But after Nathan Wade's cell phone was triangulated, and he may not have spent the night, but he spent a good portion of the night a couple of times over there at least, and many more times, it just doesn't look good. It is just bad optics.
It is. And that goes to the question, right? Appearance of a conflict versus actual conflict, right? I don't think it's any question that there's an appearance of a conflict. And if that's the standard, she's gone. But I also don't think that's the right standard here. I think that you actually need to have a conflict. Do you think she's, I mean, you said you think she should recuse herself. I don't think there's a chance she would recuse herself.
I agree with you. What I said I think she should do is not what, in my view, she would do or will do if she stays. But she is not going to be able to prosecute this case the way she wants to, unfettered, because the media on both sides and the lawyers on the defense side are going to continue to hammer her. And let's face it, Dan, convenient memories have not helped her case at all. All people had to do was tell the truth, remember what they said, remember what they did, and they didn't have to worry about, am I telling the truth? Am I giving the appearance of telling the truth? They would have been telling the truth, and that may very well be something that's going to end up hurting her tomorrow. But if it doesn't hurt her tomorrow, it's going to hurt her as the case goes on.
Yeah. And, you know, the question of this case going to trial, by the way, and I know you know this, but I think that the public is being fooled. Even if she stays on the case, there is no way this case is going to start before the election. You'd agree with me on that, right? I mean, looking at how slowly things move there.
How slowly things move everywhere. Now, let me hit that for just a second.
Quickly.
If these 3 counts against Trump are re-indicted, then it slows down even more, because then he has to be rearranged and everybody has to be arraigned. It's not happening before the election no matter what. So anyone who's like, dream is, oh, we're going to get him before the election. It's not happening before the election. Darryl Cohen, thank you so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.